Hi, everyone. My name is Anamita Guha. I am a product manager at IBM. I work on a team called the Watson Developer Labs and AR/VR Labs. And the way I think of my team is kind of like Area 120 at Google, where we're working on new experimental things focused on developer groups. And my focus is conversational interfaces. So chatbots, voice bots like Alexa, Google Home, IoT devices, and all the way to like conversation, AR, and VR. I don't have business cards, so if you want to contact me, this is it. Take a picture of it. You could. I do show it at the end, so if you decide you like my talk and want to talk to me, then you can do it then too. But I'll let you guys have a minute now. I still see phones up. Okay, great. So I know this is a very technical room, but I really wanted to take a couple steps back because there's a lot of misconceptions about what Watson is. In this room, have any of you guys used Watson? Okay. Probably about 3 or 4% of you. Okay. So can anyone help me define what Watson is? Anyone? Cool. I will do it for you. And I'll start off by saying it's more than Jeopardy. So a lot of people think of Watson to be this large supercomputer. It's this ever-knowing presence, when in reality it's a bunch of services that you can call. And here are 6 of them that I've highlighted that are focused on when you're building bots or anything conversational. We have a handful of other things, but Watson Assistant is your most basic service. And you use that to build your bot. It's our dialogue for the decision trees, the intense entities that you do when you're creating conversation. Knowledge is another service we have. A lot of people use it to go through PDFs, and it helps drive insights, brings like key points and themes up to the top. Vision, Watson Vision can be used to analyze images and video, faces. There's 6 things that it recognizes, text. So if you can use all of this in conjunction with Assistant, which is why I highlight it here. There's speech, and there's 2 types of it, speech to text and text to speech, and that's when you're creating a voice bot, so if you're giving a voice command or if you're conversing with something. There's also language, and that's used to translate. It can classify different words. It'll understand different words, and it'll kind of bring it all together. And the last one I'm highlighting is the empathy suite. So this is used a lot when I talk about bots. People use it for the customer service. So when someone calls in and you can analyze their tone, that's a part of the empathy suite, and you can figure out what emotion they're feeling, and you can cater how you direct your conversation. The second is personality, so you can figure out what demographic, what personality they are, and that can be based on their tweets, their social presence, how they write code on GitHub, whatever it may be. And all of that comes together to help make smarter and more intelligent decisions. So have any of you guys built a bot before? Cool. Have any of you thought about building a bot? Are there people that want to build bots? Everyone should raise their hands. Bots are awesome. Great. So there are many ways you can get started to build bots with Watson. The one I'll highlight today is the IBM Bot Asset Exchange, which is your one-stop shop to get back-end code that's built on Watson Assistant. So everything here is community-driven, community-curated, and it's developers like you and me that are on there uploading what they had written for Watson. And they range from a lot of different use cases. They're very specific, like IT support that you see here, to customer service bots, but also there's fun ones like intention setting for people that are super mindful, or wine pairing, or finding like a brewery near you that has a backyard patio, if that's the word, an outdoor seating patio. So there's a wide range of conversation logic bot assets that are up there. They're getting updated every day. And you guys can go in, and all you need to do is click Get This Bot, and it will take you through a couple of states to download the bot. So why should you guys care about the Bot Asset Exchange, Watson in general. And what I always say is what makes IBM unique is that our stance is, when it comes to AI, is it's not that it's artificial intelligence, but it's augmented intelligence, and it's to help make anything you build smarter, more efficient, faster, better. And anything that's built with Watson Assistant or Watson that comes from the Bot Asset Exchange is that it's platform agnostic, and it can go into Facebook Messenger, Slack, it can be in Alexa, your Google Home, and it can become a skill or an action, and it can go all the way to, you know, a game in VR or the next big thing that we don't know. So how does it really work, right? So you start off with a desire to build a bot. You go to the Bot Asset Exchange. There's two things you can do. Our backend code that's written is in JSON. You can click Get JSON. You get the entire code, and you can see how someone has coded it. And you can start parsing it. You can figure out what you want to do and start adding more to the dialog decision tree. Watson Assistant also has a front end that a lot of people work with. I'll show that in the next couple of slides. So what you would do is you can click Deploy this bot, and it takes you through a tool chain that will bring you to one of three states. If you don't have an IBM Cloud account, that would be the first thing you need to do. And you also need to set up Watson Assistant. It's a service that you have to activate into your IBM Cloud account. If you already do have an IBM Cloud account, you need to just click Sign In, and it'll deploy. Or if you're already signed in, everything's good to go, which is 2 or 3 of you maybe in the audience, you guys can just have your code in 2 clicks. This is what Watson Assistant looks like. We have workspaces. This is the GIF that keeps repeating, which I probably shouldn't have done. But so you can go in, you click Create, you create a workspace, and within your workspace is where you'll have your dialog. So there's intents, entities, and the dialog. Intents are kind of like your if statements. So if my action is to buy pizza, right? So my intent is to order pizza, and the entities are the details of that pizza, right? So the size of the pizza, the pizza toppings, that goes into the entities, and then your dialog ties them together based on what you say and they say. So here's an example of that in a full-fledged dialog. So you can go in, bot is recognizing order pizza, which is your intent, and then the entities are pizza toppings, pizza size, and then it picks up different things from that. We also have a new feature called Catalog. Watson Assistant used to be Watson Conversation, and it evolved to be something more helpful for enterprise users. That's kind of IBM's forte. So you can go in, and in addition to the conversation logic that you already have built, you can add different intents and entities that are already pre-stocked for you in different categories. And then you can kind of have this fun, cohesive place to get started. So that's it. Given this is a lightning talk, I'll make it short. I encourage all of you to go to the Bot Asset Exchange. The link is right there. You can also Google IBM code Bot Asset Exchange, and you'll find it there. I encourage all of you to go in, deploy a bot, upload your own once you build it. One thing that I firmly believe in IBM too is that we live in a very open source world, and what we build is going to help everyone else. And the bot community is very, very small. So there's not really one true winner yet. And when one of us wins, all of us will. So go in, check it out. Any questions? Okay. Awesome. So again, link to Bot Asset Exchange, my personal information. The IBM GitHub has a lot of amazing content. You can go in there, you can fork it. There's things from not just specific to bots, but if you're interested in blockchain or getting started on, how IBM is containerizing different parts of the world, you can get started there. And then the last link, which is developer.ibm/code, has a lot of, we call them patterns, which are, we think of it traditionally as like design patterns, but you can go in and go through the entire process. And there's videos, blogs, tutorials, and you can just explore and see all the different things that you can build with IBM. Awesome. Thank you, guys.